Hello, kindred spirits. It's Linda Smith Davis with New England Fine Living, and I have another tutorial for you of making a gourd garland. And let me really focus on the word gourd. I'm using 3 mini pumpkins here only to show you how I did this in the past with gourds. Unfortunately, I don't have a video on it. And when I went out to buy gourds at the last minute to show you this, they were sold out. Silly me, yes, it's near Thanksgiving, and everybody purchased them up, and the farm stands and markets are already bringing in Christmas items and greens. So, hence the pumpkins. So, make sure you have gourds, okay? So what I'm doing here is if you have your gourd, you will cut the bottom off. And the reason I'm doing this is so that you can get the seeds out. You don't have to make the opening as large as I did here with the pumpkins, but once you are able, as long as you're able to put in a little spoon or something to scoop them out. So this part is pretty explanatory. I have a scallop spoon here, which works really well, but you just want to scoop out the gourd really, really well. Get rid of all of the seeds and its innards. You want a nice, clean inside because we are going to be placing these in a low-heated oven soon to dry them out. This project is for a lit garland. You could, of course, do it without them being lit, but what I do is I take a drill, and you can put whatever size holes you want in your gourd. They could be small, they can be large. It's completely up to you, but I'm going to put them all over this little guy in random spots. And then what I'll be doing in a moment is bringing out a larger drill bit, and I will do that lower in the back, just so that when the gourds shrink up just a little bit in the oven, the hole will still be open enough for the little mini lights that we'll be using. And I just used a string of Christmas lights, which you will see soon. And here's just the quick change over to the larger bit. So once again, I'm going to grab the gourd and try to find a spot in the back that doesn't have any other little holes near it, just so that it doesn't split. Or once again, I just like having a little bit more space around it. So you'll see that I'm going to turn these around just to look for the best place to drill them. Just a quick cleanup, and then I'm going to pull out the cookie sheet, and I like to line my cookie sheets with parchment paper for almost all of my projects, but it keeps them, clean, and also prevents some lighter colored items from burning. So it's just something I like to do. And I'm going to put these on with the opening up, just so that the air of the oven can really get in there and help dry them out. Now I'm going to set my oven and preheat it to the lowest temperature, which on mine it's 175 hours. I said 2 to 4-ish because when I was trying this for with the pumpkins, I went 2 hours, then 3 hours, then 4 hours. Realized it just does not work with the pumpkins. So 2 hours or so should be fine with the gourds. You can keep checking them, and if you need more time with your oven, just keep adding a little time to it. That's not going to be a problem. Here I am taking out the pumpkins. 4 hours later, I was like, this is done, ridiculous, just took too long, knew it wouldn't work with them. But I was pleased that they were done enough that I could show you the next step. And you know what? This would have worked without drying them if you just wanted them for a day. That's completely up to you. So you can see here that I am just inserting one of the bulbs into the pumpkin here. And then what I love is I added it to a garland that's on my mantle. Like I said, if you wanted to do this for a 1-day, 2-day with mini pumpkins without even drying them, it would work, but I wouldn't recommend it for any longer. You can see the little pumpkin there before and after. I'm going to try to find a photo that I had of a gourd garland that I did. I lined it around a punch bowl for an event that I did once, and it looked beautiful. So hopefully I'll be able to share a real gourd garland with you in the future. Have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone.